Good morning, everyone. This is State Climatologist Gary McManus with your Mesonet weather report. Well, here's how I see rainfall in Oklahoma over the past few years. You go about 130 days without a single drop of rain, then you get about 2 weeks of record rainfall, gully washers, filling up your ponds, and then you go another 130 days without a single drop of rain. Sound familiar? That's what we're seeing a little bit, not quite that extreme, but that's what's going on currently in Oklahoma. Luckily, our drought monitor map hasn't changed, but let's take a look and remind us where we were. Well, you can see we still have the worst drought across eastern Oklahoma, down in southeastern Oklahoma, and also up in northeastern Oklahoma, a little bit over in the north central Oklahoma, Osage and Kay County, that region, but mostly across the state, not any drought at all, a little bit of abnormally dry conditions. We do see that over parts of southern Oklahoma, down into central Oklahoma, but overall not too bad. So currently we're on another dry spell. Last week it was 2 weeks. This week we're up to 3 weeks, so 21 days without at least a quarter inch of rain in a single day over almost the entire state. Just down there in far southeast Oklahoma, they've had some decent moisture for this time of year. However, it is starting to pile up with those deficits once again. You can see that on the 30-day rainfall map. Now, up there in northwest Oklahoma, they've had some good rains. Scattered here and there, some decent rains down in southeastern Oklahoma, up in east central Oklahoma. However, they're really hurting. Now let's take a look ahead. A little bit of optimism for the state. We do see, at least for that next week period, increased odds of above normal precipitation, especially across the far south central parts of the state. It's not a greatly increased odds situation here, but it's certainly good to see that green instead of the brown over the state. Now, what we don't want to see is what on this for the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, and that's greatly increased odds of above normal temperatures across the state, but especially across the western third or so. Up into north central Oklahoma, it scooches over a little bit. So we don't want to see warm weather, at least relatively for this time of year, because that would again put pressure on that soil moisture. So we need a little bit of winter to get in here. Even a little bit of snow would be wonderful. So despite the dry spell, our impacts aren't increasing dramatically, and that's what we'd expect this time of the year in the cool season. As long as we don't get those abnormally warm temperatures, we should be okay for a little bit longer, hopefully get some moisture in here. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.